so much, Karine and John. So besides saying that he doesn't have confidence in these numbers, the president went further to say that innocents will die and that this is the price of the war. You also said that.
I have indeed.
Yeah, don't you think this is insensitive? There being very harsh criticism about it. For example, the Council of American Islamic Relations said it was deeply disturbed and called on the president to apologize. Would the president apologize, and does he regret say something like that?
What's harsh is the way Hamas is using people as human shields. What's harsh is taking a couple of hundred hostages and leaving families in, anxious, waiting and worrying to figure out where their loved ones are. What's harsh is dropping in on a music festival and slaughtering a bunch of young people just trying to enjoy an afternoon. I could go on and on. That's what's harsh. That is what's harsh. And being honest about the fact that there have been civilian casualties and that there likely will be more is being honest, because that's what war is. It's brutal, it's ugly, it's messy. I've said that before. The president also said that yesterday. Doesn't mean we have to like it. And it doesn't mean that we're dismissing any one of those casualties. Each and every one is a tragedy in its own right. And each and every one we should try to prevent. And that is why we're in close contact with our Israeli counterparts, to do everything we can to help them minimize the risk to civilians that are in harm's way. It would be helpful if Hamas would let them leave their homes, leave areas, not shelter in tunnels underneath their houses and in hospitals, and let them get out. Let them get out of Gaza if they want to leave. We know that there are thousands waiting to leave Gaza writ large, and Hamas is preventing them from doing it. That is what is harsh.
Another question, if I may, because Israel has a dispute now with the UN Secretary General. I would like to know what is the White House position on that, because also he's revoking visas from a UN representative in the middle of the war. So what is the position of this administration on Israeli?
Can you repeat the first part of that? I missed it.
Yeah, Israel dispute with Guterres, UN General Secretary. What is the
you mean his comments?
Yes, exactly. And then he's revoking visa right now from a UN representative in a time of war. What do you think about that?
Yeah, we'll let the Secretary General speak for himself and speak for his words. I think President Biden has spoken repeatedly and consistently about where we are, including yesterday out there in the Rose Garden, and I'd leave it at that.
Go ahead, Andrew.
Can you be any more specific about how soon U.S. funding for Israel might lapse if Congress doesn't take action? I know you said it's difficult to estimate, but are we talking days, weeks, months?
It's difficult to know because it's driven by the pace of operations and the security assistance that's flowing and their expenditure rate. I'd say the same thing about